Hey everybody, I'm Kristine Mirelle and I'm here with Tiffani Worldwide. Hey girl. Tiffani is an amazing drummer. She has played with, just numerous people. Even, touring, playing locally, playing nationally. She's done so many wonderful things and I've had the pleasure of working with her. And in fact, when I started working with her, she had wanted to do a little bit more traveling and I had connected her with some awesome agents and she went on and performed on cruise ships for the first time. Hi Tiffani, how's it going?
Hey, Kristine, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to be here with you because I've interviewed like a lot of singers and I've interviewed a lot of people that sing and perform, but you're just an incredible musician. There's not a lot of great female musicians out there. So kudos to you. You're like one of the only female drummers that I know.
Thank
So,
you. I'm honored. I'm grateful. Thank you for having me here on your platform.
yeah, I want to talk to people about your experience on, cruise ships because I tell people how cool these are, all the cool places that you get to visit performing. I've done a little bit myself and we were able to get you on some really cool, I think you went to Alaska was your first place that you went to whenever you were performing. But I want to find out what were the first few countries that you went to and what were some of your favorite places?
So the first cruise was with a band, Sweet Spot, shout out Sweet Spot, and Alexander Charles Sugarman. So the first place that we ended up touring was the Bahamas.
Oh,
And that was such a memorable experience, and just the whole culture and vibe of being in the islands, and sailing the sea of the Atlantic Ocean. That sticks out in my mind the most to me. And that was the first exotic place that I should say that I've traveled to, besides, other cities and states and things like that. But being somewhere where, it's actual paradise when you look at it because it's so beautiful, that was my first memorable experience traveling to a different country.
What did you do during the day? Because I know you're there. I tell people we mainly would perform at night, right? But during the day, you have all this time off to explore places. So what were some of the things that you did on your time off?
Cozumel, I I was by myself and I just wanted to just see the island. We had been there a couple of times before, but this time I said, you know what? I want to rent a moped. So I rented a moped and I drove to this private beach. And then I just had the most amazing time. I ended up meeting other people that were cruising, that were other musicians there, and I just had the best time. And I my favorite food is Mexican food. So for me, that was like my exotic food. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I just had the most wonderful time. And then I drove back to the port where it was in Cozumel, turned the moped back in, and got back on the ship. And I just had the most amazing day. And so that experience for me, that was like, till this day, that is the number one experience by myself activity that I've done in my life.
What did it feel like? I mean, there's so many musicians out there that want to be doing exactly that. And they're thinking, some of them have never even gotten a paid show. What does it feel like to get paid and then to also travel and see the world and know that your gift is providing this amazing lifestyle for you? How does that feel?
It feels incredible. I mean, the one word that I would state is purpose. My background, I didn't go to school for music, number one. I went to school for healthcare. So my schooling is an extension of going to school for healthcare and nursing and things like that. So just know, I mean, if I was sharing information with someone that's coming along, just know that the gift that you have, stay at it, keep going. You know what I'm saying? If it's in you, the right people, the right time will happen for you to share your gift with the world. And the one word, again, I believe is just purpose and destiny, because had I not met Alex and you and different other musicians, I wouldn't have had this moment or even be here sharing this moment with you and talking about this wonderful experience. So I just
would. You're speaking, I'm getting goosebumps. Look, I don't know if you can see that. I swear. I'm like, can you see my goosebumps? Because I'm like, that when you say purpose, I mean, because I think as musicians, we're not just about us, like about the rush on stage, and we love that, but we're all about using our gifts and talents and like affecting people and seeing how much people enjoy. I mean, how many, you know, you're performing for people all over the world and different people every night. How fun is it to see how much you impact them?
Exactly. And then it's not only with cruises, it's a little bit different because sometimes you have a whole family, or there's a wedding party, or it's a family reunion, or it's just a simple couple vacationing. You know what I'm saying? So you're impacting different people at all different times. And even when they see you off the ship, it's kind of like you still have to be in performance mode because they're like, hey, aren't you the girl that played the drums last night? You know? It's just an amazing feeling to know that what is for you is for you, and it will happen. You know what I'm saying? And no, it wasn't an easy walk in the park. I still shed. I still listen to all types of music, learning material, staying, you know, on my own neck about what's the latest style, the styles and genres and types of music that I'm listening to, and also industry-wise, what is the latest trend? Because you have to stay, you know, you have to stay at the top. So in order to do that, you have to constantly be shedding, you know, constantly be meeting different people and sharing and talking about your experiences with other people, because it's like the connection, and that will even alone take you places, because connection and meeting people means a lot as well, as versus just playing all the time.
What I wanted to also share is some of these people think that they have to like go and audition, like fly to the boat and like audition there, and you know, or fly to some country and audition. How was your process? I mean, did you have to go audition anywhere, or did they fly you out there?
Like I said, when we initially went on as a band. So yes, there wasn't an audition process and time frame, and we auditioned as a band. So we came in a studio, we recorded a couple of songs, and we presented it to the company, and that was our initial audition process, as well as they video interviewed us.
That's awesome. So you got to do it all online. You didn't have to go anywhere. You didn't have to fly anywhere. You didn't have to like spend any money on an airline ticket or anything. And that's why we're in such a good world right now for musicians, because so many of us would only know if there's gigs, you know, on the other side of the country or the other side of the world, if we flew there, or if we wrote a letter and waited weeks for it to show up. I mean, now we're in a place where we can send a video and suddenly be in the Bahamas. And some of the other places that you went, I mean, you were in, where'd you go? Dominican Republic? I mean,
New Zealand, Vanuatu, Isle of Pines, Mystery Island, so many exotic places like that. I wouldn't even go there if I hadn't had this opportunity. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
So, I mean, and then on top of that, to be paid to use your gift and talent and skill set. I mean, it can't get any better, you know, like you live there, you eat there, you sleep there, you know, and all amenities are taken care of. You don't have to be without, you know what I'm saying? Versus being in the city, you got to worry about gas, driving to the gig, finding parking, unloading. I mean, everything is there. The instruments are there, you know, for you and everything. So if you're just starting out, I would say the main focus would just be being ready, you know, because you can be connected to the right people, but if you are not ready when that opportunity meets, it's not going to go over so well, or it's not going to be in your mind what you expected. So I would say, number one, be ready. You get what I'm saying? And then also have a plan of actions, have your goals. If you want to do the cruise line industry for a certain amount of time and then move on to other things, you know, just have your music career goals, you know, set so that you don't get lost in translation and, you know, do something that could potentially put you in a space where you're not moving ahead. You get what I'm saying? You're just still stuck in the same area. So I would definitely say have goals as well.
What I love is that you've offered so many things to the watchers that are seeing this right now, like advice. So thank you so much for doing that. Not only did you talk about your experience.
Hello, watchers.
Not only are you talking about your experience, but you're leaving everybody with some good, you know, thoughts, you know, not only about what to do with learning songs and that sort of thing, but also mentality and other things and connecting with people. So thank you so much for that, Tiffani. Really, really appreciate your time so much. And everybody that's watching here, check the description if you would like to see how you could get involved, how you could start learning how to, perform, making a living, whether you're a beginner or whether you've, been doing this for a while and maybe you just, haven't been able to really make it work. Make sure to check the description and see how you can get started too. Thank you so much, Tiffani.
Thank you.
I hope you have an amazing day. And thank you so much again.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.